Alright, how are things going? Keep the music on for just a little bit, since we're going to be doing some chatting here at the start. I think that's a good balance. Hey, Click, glad you can make it. Kinda had wished there had been a few more people here, but that's alright, I can say things more if I need to. So, in case anyone did not notice it, I kind of dropped some hints into it in the chats earlier for the Discord servers. But to start with, your boy, hey, that's a brand new avatar. That is going to be the official avatar for the server here. But in addition to that, I also finally went ahead and got some emotes commissioned. We finally have sub emotes. It's been a long fucking time coming. Very, very excited about that. I have been having this on the back burner for a while. I was waiting for a commission to come back for the avatar before I could get the commission for the emotes and yada yada yada. That's fun. Glad that those are ready to go, and honestly, I'm thinking about getting some more because there's a sale going on right now. Which, the artists that I was working with, they were very kind and very quick too. In addition to that, playing 3 houses right now. Awesome Dragon. Yeah, I started this. I think it was last week or the week prior, going down the Golden Deer route. I've never played Golden Deer before, so should be fun. Yeah, so in addition to emotes there, I'm also working on revitalizing the Blue Lions are my favorite. I started on Blue Lions. I'm also revitalizing my media presence. So to start with that, officially opening up Storm Discord server. That should be a permanent link. Everything should be working well there. I'll be trying to plug that along everywhere that I can, because obviously I don't want to be living in other people's servers forever. But in addition to that, I am also going to be kind of trying to open up both my Twitter account, and I'm working on getting my YouTube back up to date. My YouTube account right now has a lot of VODs that are all uploaded, ready to go. They're just set to private. So after this stream is over, I'm going to be going through, unprivating all those, and from then on I'll be able to upload all the VODs day after. I also kind of want to start doing my own editing content. Music's too loud? That's weird. I have it nearly muted. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better. But yeah, so I'm going to be trying to stay active on Twitter, Discord, and get all of my stuff uploaded onto YouTube. And if I can find the time, I kind of want to start making highlight videos. And that's where y'all come in, because goddamn, I have no clips. So I'm going to be trying to work on that in the background, go through some old VODs, see what I can find. And we'll see how things go with that. So that's kind of all of the major announcements there. Obviously, we got happy that the emotes are out, because I'm extremely excited with the way that these have turned out. Got the social setup. Yep, talked about that. All right, I think we're good to get on into the game if y'all are ready. On over to here and grab controller there. Doing the game. I can show you. How is the music volume right now for you guys? Just kind of taking this, I can load in and it'll be a better bit. So, Clicked, if you have never played a Fire Emblem game before, what you do in Fire Emblem, it's like a turn-based strategy game. And so essentially, like, you have your units that are going around, and you play it kind of like a board game. That's what like the battle system is. Think XCOM, if you're familiar with that, but not as bullshit. And as Dragon has kind of talked about, you also do a lot of talking, so you get to build like the relationship between your students. You're a professor in this game at a. I know all that. You are a professor at a monastery that is housing the Officers Academy, which just so happens to be holding all of the what you want to call them, like the future leaders of the continents that are surrounding it. And now I have to get some food, Dragon? Sounds good. Yeah, I had to start up a little bit late to have myself some food, and ooh, was it worth it? It was so good. So yeah, so the way this is going to work is every month you'll kind of start with a monastery phase.
Hey, do you know how old Captain Gerald is?
You go around, talk to all your students and your fellow professors, yada yada.
To forget your own age, you know. It's kind of worrisome, actually.
By the time you're forgetting
voice
your
acted
own
too,
age,
which is pretty sweet.
Past the point of caring.
I guess if you put it that way, you've got a point.
I have a request.
Gerald here has a quest for us. So, we can go ahead and do that. Search for the tax primer in the captain's corner. We can do that, sure. What I like to do at the beginning of the month, we'll get to the proper gameplay in a little bit, no worries, but just go around, talk to everyone.
Professor,
Everyone's got their own.
Truth is, my undershirt got blue. Thank you.
We're not gonna worry about that. Trying to recruit. Can I do that already? I think I can do that already. We're not gonna worry about that. That's getting into something that's a little further down the road. But yeah, so we're gonna go around, talk to all of our students.
What is it? I'm not doing anything. Cake? Oh, come on. That's just cruel.
Got our little recluse in there. Come on, that's just cruel. You can't just say there's cake and then have there not be cake.
No. Sorry. Must be my imagination.
Ooh, there's cake in our future right now. It is almost Vanessa's birthday, and we are gonna be getting some cake.
Our next mission is to go after a group of bandits.
How's the volume, by the way?
Confident. I'm afraid I'll just hold everyone else back.
Not 100% sure how the balance is right now, just because things are a little bit weird.
Attack instead.
Good, cool. Also, I saw that subscription to the YouTube channel. I see you. Gardening? Sure. We've planted some stuff before. Go ahead and harvest those. So if I actually, I can only plant one. That's why. And leave that for next month. Cool. So, there's obviously a big old portion of this monastery to kind of explore for a little bit here. The monastery portions are usually a little bit slow, but...
Would you kindly do something for me?
Load of ingredients? Oh no. Put the recipes in the library. Cool. Invites? Sure. Find some people in our own house to share a meal with. These two. Didn't even know you posted VODs. Yep, I have posted
There's more
VODs.
food than I can eat.
Basically,
Professor, Raphael,
every
you're welcome to have some of
every
mine.
VOD that I've ever,
Don't listen to him, Professor.
every stream I've ever
Ignatz gets
strummed
all dizzy if he doesn't
has
eat
been
enough.
uploaded there. Just not all of them have been made public yet.
Right.
Hello,
I've
Annette.
got to find out everyone's likes and dislikes so I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty? How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or spicy food?
I'm more of a sweet guy
Same.
myself.
I'll definitely remember that.
Try.
Bridget has much more warmth than Fodlan. Even spring here has coolness.
And you, Professor? Which do you find is worst? Too hot or too cold weather?
I can put on more clothes. I'm not really huge
wearing
on.
many things, Professor. If you are not liking the heat, you should be wearing lighter clothes.
No, you misunderstand. I like the cold because I can wear many things.
There are way too many vegetables in today's meal. The ratio of vegetables to sweets was completely skewed. Oh, hi, Professor. Were you just eavesdropping on me? Well, everyone knows a plate full of sweets is
Let's
far
just get
preferred
us.
to a plate full of vegetables, regardless of age.
That's what I need right there. It's the first time we've been able to go into the entrance hall. Oh, that NPC was having a little bit of trouble just hit. Not gonna open a cold one, and cold one a Coke.
Oh, Professor, how are you today? I'm just
Not
heading out
beer
for
this
a
time.
mission.
No worries.
I'll be seeing you. What makes you say that? Do you know something I don't? Are there supernatural elements at play? Ghosts? Oh, forget it. I'll be going now.
That's a mood. Okay, bye.
You there!
We will accompany you on your assignment. We don't want anything to happen to our precious students. If any of you run into trouble, we'll step in and help out.
Cool. I'm sure you'll be very helpful.
You look bored. Care to duel?
The death, you say?
What? I just wanted to spar.
Not gonna lie, I thought that was the right answer. Anyway, he's a very interesting individual. I always forget that you can go into first person if you hold that button. That's what that was. A little bit strange. Got the marketplace. We weren't able to go here
Greetings,
last time.
Professor. Nothing to report. Are you settled in here at the monastery yet? Make sure to have a good look around. There's much to see. Like fish. You do know about the pond behind the dining hall, right? You can fish there. Give it a try.
Did some of that last time. Had a great time with it.
Hey!
Got here. Tomato. Don't mind if I do. So now we can finally access some of the shops here. Some miscellaneous things, some shields, some health potions. Seals are going to be pretty
This one?
important. I'll buy one. Why
Thank you.
not? Torch.
This one?
Let's buy one of those because I have a feeling
Thank
we'll need
you.
one of those eventually.
This one?
Sure.
Thank you. Please come again.
You also got the armor over here.
Welcome.
I'm just gonna stock
Will
up
this
on
one
a
do?
few training
Many
weapons.
things.
These are
Will this
cheap
one do?
and durable.
Many things. Come back soon.
That'll be all we do for now. That's all we can do right now. Let's see. Yeah, good for everything over here.
Hey! You there!
If I can zoom. It's Hilda.
I'm bored. Maybe I should go into town. But that would be such a hassle. Oh, hi, Professor. I'm rather busy right now, so do make it quick.
I
You
don't
can
think
tell?
you're that busy.
I suppose being a professor has taught you how to ferret out time wasters.
Okay, sneak in here. And well, another one of the professors.
Hello, Professor. There are some things I'll just never understand. Like the other night, I went on a date with a dashing, handsome, strong young knight. Oh, I'm a bit weak just remembering him. Anyway, do you know what that no-good jerk said when we got back to my room? He said, "What a mess. I'm afraid to go in there." Can you believe it?
Think you
You
need to
know
clean
who
up your
cares about
room.
keeping everything neat and tidy? Not me, that's who. Afraid to go in there. Some knight he is.
Anyway, what's this? Detox. I don't know why that's there, but that's cool.
Hi.
boss.
Do you know about the Cardinals? They are the ones who run the church. Their identities are a closely guarded secret.
Gee, thanks. Get on to the classrooms. Looking for a quest? Not right now. So, you see all the the speech bubbles? There's new dialogue every month, and so that's how you unlock like different quests for students later on. That's how you can increase like your relationship with them. They call it support. It's basically like how close you are with your students and your faculty. But every month it's new. So on future weekends, because every weekend you get the choice of like how you're spending your free time. So the first weekend of a month, it's typically a good idea to go around, talk to everyone, get your dialogue in. On future weekends, then you can go and like do training battles or do like a seminar or whatever the hell else you need to do. So for the time being, I'm just going around, getting some dialogue done, and
It's thanks to my adoptive father, Lenato, that a commoner like me is here at the Academy. He is the very model of chivalry.
Ashes.
Someday, I'm going to be just
such
like
a cinnamon
him.
roll. A place like the tower where you see other players, or is it so? So Fire Emblem is a solo game. There are some aspects that interact like online, but I have those turned off because they are not necessary in the slightest, and really just make the game run a bit slower, to be honest. And it's nothing even
powerful to have
big.
beaten us in the mock battle. Such a shame you aren't leading our class.
Yeah.
I've heard your class is hunting thieves. That mission is very different from the one we were given.
Go this way. Hello, Cyril.
See. That person sure does remind me of somebody, but I can't figure out who. Oh, do you need me for something? Sorry, but I'm really busy right now.
Okay, fine. Anyone up here on the second floor? I know that I needed to go to the captain's quarters to find something. Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff here.
Hey, you.
Talk to the Archbishop.
I see. Thank you for paying me a visit. Is there anything troubling you? Or is there perhaps something I can help you with?
Sure, we can try and learn about
Believers
Sarros,
live
why not?
their lives by her sacred wisdom.
I
Please
guess
use the
my
library's
character never met
vast
Savala.
resources to learn more.
Quest reunion.
I can often be found here, so if there is ever anything you need,
Neat trick.
please do not hesitate to pay me a visit.
What?
Monk.
Xanadu, the Red Canyon, is a place of great significance to the Church of Sarros.
Hunter's Guided you.
Even
Nice.
members of the church are forbidden from entering without permission. To go trampling around in there, causing trouble. Those bandits truly are morally reprehensible.
How reprehensible. Irremissible. I think that is the thing
Thanks
that we
for your
needed to
help.
find for Gerald. Hooray! Some battalions, so that'll be useful to farm out later. I can explain that as we go. Anyone in here? No? Cool. Oh, where Sedith is. Looks like Hanneman's in here.
Excellent work guiding the students in the mock battle. Taking command like that? Simply splendid. And bearing the unknown crest's power? Yes, I'm talking about you. Your talents are incredible, and Lady Rhea's insight as to your potential is doubly so.
Right. So there's a couple people over in the library. To the library! Who dat?
I can't believe it.
Nuts.
I'm so glad to be a student here. If only because I get to use this library. Reading books from all the regions of Fodlan. I feel almost like I'm visiting those
I
places
create the
myself.
territories that set, so you can choose between
I'd like to.
the
I don't have many
male and the
chances to
female
travel.
version of Byleth, but Byleth is the character. You can rename the character if you want, but I kept the default name of Byleth because that's their name. And the reason I chose the female character is just because I have already done playthrough with the
Swimming through a
male
sea
version.
of
So
countless books, tracking down that single sought-after volume, it's absolute bliss. How do the poor fools who spend their days sharpening swords and polishing armor find any joy in life?
ain't you a buzzkill? Missing something. Here we are. Ah yeah, the recipes. Is there more?
I can't believe it.
But there we go. Now I can head back. So now I have to go this way. This is big. Easy to get lost.
Let's see.
I missed some people in hall here.
I was thinking, the Knights of Sarros are also known as the Shining Knights. We are the sword and shield of the divine Sarros. There are many orders of knights in the world, but we are the only one that has the honor of bearing the name Sarros. As a member of the church, you should probably study up on the history of Sarros and the knights.
Probably should. Probably not gonna.
Professor,
I'm sure we totally won't learn
you're the one
anything
taking
about
out the bandits? That's one way to start your career at the academy. I didn't expect they'd order us to risk our lives here. Seems a bit extreme, doesn't it?
I think we'll be able to handle it just fine. Oh, there's some people at the training yard.
Hey there.
This is also my house leader. Yeah. I love to do.
It is
He's one of
better
my
if you
favorite
do not
characters.
approach me. If you spend too much time around a man of Dusker, there will be rumors.
Dude has a really interesting backstory, and so does Dimitri here.
Your performance in the mock battle was exceptional, Professor. You have inspired me to follow your example and study even more diligently. Perhaps we could train together sometime. I would love to test myself against your sword skills again.
Dimitri is great. He's a good boy.
Those bandits really didn't think things through, did they? They had to have known the knights would be after them the moment they entered the monastery's turf.
This is Colin, by the way, our house leader.
I'm raring for some real combat experience. Any chance to grow is a good thing. Is there anything else you want to ask me, Teach? About living at the monastery or combat? Anything like that?
I can explain all these as I go. So facilities, this is basically just what I was talking about before, how with like you can do fishing or gardening or eating with your students, that kind of stuff. Bulletin boards and quests, this is just an explanation of like, hey, the bulletin board will show you where to find your quests at. Activity points, whenever I leave this menu you'll be able to see it. There'll be a bar at the top of the screen. That's just how many facilities you can use or something like that. The professor level dictates how many activity points you get, as well as a handful of other things like how likely you are to be able to do something, how much funding you get at the beginning of the month, that kind of stuff. Faculty training, that's basically just saying like, hey, this person is better than me at like wielding an axe. They can train me how to use an axe better. Recruiting, because this is an academy, you can actually go around to the other houses and recruit students from it into your own. So this is a great way to really kind of flesh out your ranks and have a good time of mixing and matching different characters, because everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses. Every house has different strengths. So for example, the Golden Deer, our house, is kind of focused on bows and just mainly physical combat like that. Whereas like the Black Eagles are a lot of magic wielders, and the Blue Lions are primarily melee weaponry. So it's a good idea to kind of try and recruit some students, because you'll be able to kind of balance out your units. go ahead and talk to a few people here.
The next assignment is to drive out bandits? Sounds like some training is in order. Tell me something, Professor. When it comes to a one-on-one battle, which is better, strength or skill?
Frankly, Raphael's looking for the answer for strength, but I mean, let's be honest. Doesn't matter how big you are. I mean, frankly, you need both.
You might be right, but when it's all said and done, I still think muscle comes out on top.
Excuse me.
Hey there, Professor. You here to check in on my training? Oh, that reminds me. I found this small cloth. It's kind of weird. Not really sure what it is, but it works great for wiping up sweat.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that because that's a little TOS.
For years, the Boar Prince and I were inseparable.
Hogwarts shit kind of is.
I know him better than almost anyone else.
Kind of is.
So let me give you some advice. Beneath all that princely polish, he's an animal, nothing more. He's strong and skilled, sure. But don't place your trust in him as a human being. Take care he doesn't chew you up and spit you out.
Seems like a nice guy.
And now that you're all the way over here, Professor, care to join me in some training? After training, I love tending to the horses or burying myself in a good pile of books. There's truly nothing better.
Had to take a phone call right as stream starts. You missed the announcements. Well, here, I can help you out with that. For starters, we got these boys now. I think I already told you about it, so that's all something you already know. Also, I'm trying to revitalize my video presence, so I now have an official Discord. I've got a Twitter account set up. And I was talking about how you actually asked me earlier today about how, hey, do you upload your VODs anywhere? Yes, I do. I've got a bunch of them that are set to private right now, but we will basically right after this stream, I'm going to go through and unprivate all of them. That way we can actually start keeping up to date on those things, because oof, it's quite the backlog I've built up. Some of those are 5 months old at this point, and frankly, it's gonna take a while to get through them tonight.
Do you know of the Eyre family? We have long held the position of Prime Minister in the Empire. The Empire's power lies with 6 noble families, my family foremost among them. The full explanation may be time-consuming. I can give you a moment to get ready, if you would like to take notes. Alright, I will list the 6 great noble families. There's Caspar's father, Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs. Then there's Linhardt's father, Count Hevering, the Minister of Domestic Affairs.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is the Minister of Religious Affairs. Hubert's father, Marquis Vestra, is the Minister of the Imperial Household. Finally, we have Duke Gert, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and my own father, Duke Eyre, the Prime Minister. One day, I will take his place as the Prime Minister of the Empire. I am more talented than anyone in my class, even Edelgard. I will lead the Empire to a bright, enlightened future.
This right here. Trying to set up things a little bit. My phone was dying, so I'm having it on one screen to check the Discord, and my computer over here checking the stream.
There is
chat.
nothing I cannot
Could be
achieve.
interesting. So anyone who didn't catch that, Ferdinand's a little bit big in the head. Full of hot air. This is a monastery after all, so of course they've got a church area.
I hear the Officers' Academy of the monastery was founded about 2 centuries ago. The eastern region of Fodlan was being invaded by Almyra, and so the Archbishop of the time took measures to prevent the border from being taken. In order to ensure Fodlan would be safe from potential threats, she deemed it necessary to raise a generation of excellence. That is how the establishment was founded, though its purpose has changed over the years.
A quest, you say?
I have a favor to ask.
Why don't you get off the ground? Find some students who love music. I think we can think of a couple of them. There's Mercedes.
The cathedral is nice and quiet. It's so relaxing. Oh, Professor, did you come to pray to the goddess?
Sure,
Me too.
I did.
Shall we pray together?
Definitely not just
Something
wandering
else. It is
through.
the duty of every Fodlan noble to demonstrate piety towards
What is this guy
Sarros.
doing?
Have you also come
Never
to
mind.
offer your prayers to the goddess, Professor? You don't sound terribly sure. Perhaps you are not of noble birth? After all, devotion is not as essential for a commoner.
Seth, how you doing?
Inside the cathedral, there is a chapel dedicated to the four saints. Do you know of them? Saint Indec, Saint Macule, Saint Keyhole, and...
Saint Sathleen! Who is your favorite, Professor?
Now that you are a member of the church, be sure to familiarize
That's
yourself
pronounced
with our teachings
keyhole.
and
It's just like,
traditions.
huh?
I have something to ask of you.
Students in the courtyard. Sure. See if we can't find some rumors. This stuff, this is a system I will have to talk about later on. So, now we just need to... Why, yes I can. I can fast travel around this place, because it's big.
Hey there.
Oh, a little bit of... Oi, piss off. Fire sign-up sheet. I can do that. I can sneak through here. Wow.
What the?
Switch is really struggling right now. Don't know why. Game was never the most optimized in the monastery.
Bridget, Elmira, Dusker, even people from far-off lands gather here at the Academy. Word of advice, Professor. There are those who don't think kindly of such people.
That'd be rude. Let's zip on over to the dining hall, because I needed to rip off this recipe.
You're a lifesaver.
That voice does not come out of that person. Let's just get that straight. Is your voice echoing? Whose voice are you referring to? You're talking about the student I was just talking to a moment ago? So I didn't notice it on my end, so if there is an echo going on, I need to get that sorted out. This lady too. It's very subtle. Oh, I think I know what's going on here. So if I do... Okay, that does everything. How is that? I hope that's good. Let me find someone else to talk to real quick.
My savior, thank you.
Well, this place has a natural echo, so that's probably not a great example. I did realize that I had 2 sound sources going there, so that probably had something to do with it.
Done.
Also,
you have my thanks.
Hello? I just realized this is the first time chatting here. Hello, Mr. Dr. Acula. Mr. Doctor, all that jazz. Thank you very much for showing up. Okay, let's find a place that doesn't have an echo. You got an echo.
I've got to find out everyone's likes and dislikes so I know what to cook. Who knows when it'll be my turn at kitchen duty?
Things better? Okay, good. Let's see, I already did the special, so what should I do? Let's get some cooking done. Anyone from my house? No? Just finished your first obsessive playthroughs of all the routes for this? Yeah, I spent over 100 hours in Blue Lion's route, and I have never played the Golden Deer route. So, obviously I know what happens up in the Academy phase, but after that, don't know a thing. It should be interesting. I guess I can share a meal for my last activity point. I was going to do the choir, but Scythia and sure, Marianne. Golden Deer is fun, has the best final music track. Nothing like some Latin.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
Okay. Is there anything else that I need to do this month here? I don't think so. I've already spent my gold at the armory for some training weapons. I think we're good to finish exploring for this month, or for this weekend. Now here's getting to...
No one bothered to show you the standard procedure for lectures? I guess it's up to me to save the day.
Yeah, so, for anyone who does not know, because we're a professor, we actually have to teach. So, you may have noticed throughout what we were doing that the students have these bars. There, you can see it in the top right of the screen right now. These are the students' motivation levels. So the more motivated they are, the more they're able to learn. So then you can essentially spend, quote-unquote, that motivation and train your students to be better at whatever it is they do. For example, Lysithia here has a bit of a... it is very good at dark and black magic. I also want to train her up to use some white magic too. I kind of want to get that done first and foremost because it's easier to unlock it. Lucky us, she got a perfect, which means we can basically get a bonus. Do much recruiting on Azure Moon. Lysithia and Hilda can delete everyone. Yeah, I did a lot of recruiting. I basically brought in Lysithia as my main magic nuke because LOL dark spikes. So that's definitely a thing. I actually recruited literally everyone, but obviously I didn't use everyone.
Easier than I thought.
Are you winning? Kind of lurking. We, believe it or not, have yet to get to the combat portion yet. It's been 40 minutes, but we're almost there. We're almost to the combat. Don't worry. I'll give you a little herald whenever I can. So I want to. So do I want to start him with? I kind of want to get him started on cavalry, because cavalry's a pain in the ass to...
I'll keep trying my best.
Cavalry is a pain in the ass to upgrade early on, because until you actually get someone to ride a horse, they can't practice riding a horse. Or just kill someone, it'll be pog. I mean, there might be some murder coming up. You'll get plenty of time. I really need to boost you guys up a little bit. Raphael is a very one-note unit. He is good. He is big and strong and punch hard.
You really think I'm that? That was pretty good, huh?
One Punch Man. Okay.
It's starting to come together for me.
He's basically the Didu equivalent on Golden Deer's route, which is very fun. Group tasks. Definitely want to get some people on stable duty. Guess I don't need to worry about you because you'll be a flyer. I want Ignatz there, and I want Lawrence there. Because I think that now, Dracula, I want to. Did you survive time skip? Yes, I did. Yeah, I made sure to do literally every paralog, so I wasn't in any danger. So this is getting sort of not really spoilery, especially not for you, but I'm planning on making Lawrence my Dark Knight, I think. So I definitely want to have that done. So this is basically the screen that determines, hey, the students are going to be studying this on their own. So for the time being, I think I'm going to swap Lawrence off of I kind of want to get him a little bit into Lances, maybe to at least see. I want to focus on Reason and Faith. That's the black magic and the white magic. Marianne, that is okay. Hilda, yeah, that should be okay for now. Tony, you can start with Lance and Bow. Yeah, actually, all these are pretty good for the most part. There's only a couple that I wanted to swap around. Once you get into better level on Lance, then I'm going to swap you into Cavalry Reason. I think that'll be the better idea for you. Just 1 second. Sorry, I got a little bit of an interruption here to take care of this real quick. Okay. There we go. Sorry.
I gotta ask you something.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. So once a month, students can come up to you and kind of ask you, like, hey, I kind of want to do something here. So calling him to do again. Raphael here, bit of a meathead, and he just wants to eat more meat. Everyone says he's gotta eat vegetables too. But, I mean, gotta tell him what he wants. But also, he really should eat some more vegetables. Vegetables will help his muscles grow a lot more.
Makes sense to me.
It motivates him a bit. Also boosts up your professor level a lot. Just know how Lysithea is doing. So I guess this is really the first instance that I've had to talk about the support system. So before I hit go on this, the support system is basically a measure of like how close you are with your fellow faculty and your students and all that. And once you hit certain thresholds, you kind of can have an event. And so since we're just kind of starting out here, things will be a little bit interesting. Who'd you waifu last time? See, yeah, I was male Byleth and Blue Lions. I think I went with Mercedes. Don't at me. Anyway, let's go see how Lysithea is doing, because we've apparently gotten close enough with Lysithea that we're kind of curious to know what's going on. Wife switch.
Honestly, what do they all take me for?
Don't worry about it.
I'm fine. Perfectly and completely fine. It's hardly different from daytime. I'm not scared.
So, we're going to kind of establish something here. Big mommy energy. Yeah, I see that. I'm going to, for the most part, treat so, let's see what's going on with Lysithea here.
Ghost! Hang on. Professor? Is that you? Oh,
yes,
well,
yes it is.
Good evening!
What are you doing? You going somewhere?
Oh, I left something in the dining hall, so I'm
She's
on
also
my way
like
to fetch it.
13, 14.
You don't need
She's
to come
the
with me or
youngest
anything
person
like that.
there. She's
I'm
still a
fine
kid,
on
but
my
don't
own.
let her hear
Really?
don't let her hear you saying that. She tries to act tough.
You weren't?
She ain't.
Oh, apologies for making an assumption. The truth is, everyone I come across asks if I'd like some company. They all seem to think I'll be scared wandering alone at night. So rude and presumptuous, you know? I'm perfectly capable of being on my own. Hey, Professor, wait!
You're just noticing this now, Collect?
Well, I thought it might be nice to walk and talk together to the dining hall. Shall we? To be abundantly clear, this has nothing to do with my non-existent fear of ghosts.
Sure, she's totally not scared. She just wants
You must be bored.
some company.
Fantastic, then. Do you mind, filling the void with some chatter? Some find silence to be a bit unsettling after all.
I get that. I get that. I can't stand it when it's completely silent. I have to have like some music or like a fan going, you know? I can't sleep in just the total silence. It throws me off.
Okay, I confess, I am scared of ghosts. The monastery is unnerving to me at night. So, can we talk about something, please? Anything. I've noticed for quite some time now, you treat all your students equally, don't you? You've never treated me differently simply because I'm younger than the others. And I've always appreciated that.
Younger?
Isn't it rather obvious? I'm roughly 2 to 3 years younger than the rest of the class. Have you just not been paying close enough attention to those you teach? That's poor form for a professor. Oh, there! I found what I was looking for. Well, I'd better be on my way now. Good night!
With that, now Violet and Scythia have support level C, which means that in combat, they actually can help each other out a lot more compared to without that level. So this is kind of where we get into the combat portion of things. See, with me in the summer I have a fan, in winter I don't, so the transition from sleeping in summer to winter is weird because the contrast noise isn't one. See, no, you're doing it wrong, mate. Most fans, I say most, like 90% of fans, have a switch on like the top of the casing, which changes the direction of the blades to spin. And so that serves to how in the summer you want to have it facing one way to a 22,000 century fan. It should. Its fans aren't exactly new.
We've completed our task.
Yeah, some of them will. In the summer, you'll have the air flowing downwards because it's, trying to cool you off. But in the winter, you turn it the other way and it sucks air up and it lets the hot air that's on the top cycle around more.
I think I've got the hang of it.
At the end of the week, we can see how our students
Guess I'm
kind
still
of work.
growing.
This time, only Raphael got enough experience to get a rank up, so there is plenty of time. Whose birthday is that? It's Raphael's birthday. Hell yeah, we'll get Raphael some flowers. Alright. So now, we've done our exploration phase of the monastery for the month. Time to go for a battle. So these are auxiliary battles, where essentially... I don't want to do that. It would be nice to have the memories, but it's like free experience, but it'll just slow the game down more. So, you can see at the top, we can do X number of battles per weekend. So right now, you can only do 1. That changes with your professor level, which is pretty nice. You can eventually get up to 3 in a weekend, but sometimes they take so long. So this is where you go to train, basically. You're not doing New Game Plus? I am, but I'm waiting until I get a professor level or 2 because the renown cost is the same per level, so I may as well get the early ranks out of the way before I spend my renown. I'm also trying to avoid...
Battalions are deployed in battle, so students can learn how to take command.
Shut up, Claude. Also because this is probably a lot of people's first interaction with the series, I'm trying not to do many New Game Plus like things, because I want it to be a little bit more authentic compared to what a lot of people would do in a New Game Plus. It wouldn't be a true first playthrough.
Oh, that concept may be new to a loner mercenary like you, eh, Teach? You want me to explain the basics?
So, I'll let him talk about it, sure.
Start by deciding who will lead them. Pay close attention to the battalion type. One may be made up of armed soldiers, while another is all mages. As for who should lead which battalion, well, be sure to think on that carefully.
So, Battalions and Gambits, you know, I can explain this so much faster. So basically, battalions are just groups of soldiers that you can send out with your students. So for example, Hilda here has some mercenaries assigned to her, which will support her in battle with stats, as you can see here in the bottom center, but also with a gambit. And a gambit is basically a special attack that you can use with the mercenaries, or the battalions. It's just interesting to see kind of how things go. So let's assign to him. Do we have any healing magic? I'll assign that to Marianne. Sacred monks, sure. Well, magic. Yeah, I've got a ton of stuff that carried over from the new game, so I'm not going to grab this too much. Let's turn these two. Didn't remember having both of them. I'm just kind of letting this go as it is. I'm not trying to do min-max right now. Not really trying to min-max at all, frankly. Can I assign the magic core to you? No, I need a higher authority level to do that. Oh, well. So I think that everyone here... Let's get those out of your inventory, because I don't need you to have that. You probably need a... You can... Scythia doesn't need this training bow, that's for sure. She will not get any use out of that. And that's fine. Let's give you a training lance. Now I just want you to have a sword, because you have some of that alongside you. Oh, did I remember to buy gauntlets? I did not. That's unfortunate. I'll give you a training lance. Okay. Everyone's got all their weapons that they need. Let's go ahead and save up. Let's look at the map real quick. We can kind of get an idea. Whoops, that was not the button I meant to press. Get an idea of everything that's going on. It's just a training battle, so it's just a bunch of church soldiers kind of helping us get ready. Let's get going. Alright, hey, clicked. This is where we actually get into combat now. So, first things first, you can see the danger area by pressing a button. This is any square that an enemy unit can hit you in. So, first things first, I'm probably going to want Violet here to the first hit, because she's kind of my strongest unit right now. So I'm going to have Claude supporting, and Raphael will back up and come in and do a secondary tank afterwards. And
I stand ready.
Have Lawrence, or yeah, let's do Lawrence. Come over and bait these units over here.
Ready anytime.
Have Hilda and Ignace support him. That leaves us with Marianne, our healer, who I'm going to kind of let hang back so that she doesn't get hit.
Leave it to me.
Magic attacks. So I don't want to put Asithia here because that right soldier will target her. just want to put her kind of out of the way.
Let's get to it.
I can get Leonie over here, kind of voice her up. And then I will honestly just leave and right here hiding in the bushes. So now it's the enemy's turn. So they start their attack. Let's see. It's easier if I can actually do that when it's my turn, so I'm not going to explain that quite yet. So Lilith is very strong. Lilith is big strong. So I'm trying not to power level her too much, because I want to spread my experience out.
A very good example.
If you get enough experience, you know, whenever you defeat an enemy, you get experience. It helps level you up, for that unit at least. Is that gonna be a crit? Nope. Okay.
As expected.
Well, I just want to call out the music in this game, first of all. This is hands down some of my favorite music in video games. It's just all so good. Okay, so he's actually going to be coming over here. I can attack with Claude from here. Can I do that? And you each. How much damage can you do? Obviously, you do much because you're a little bit weaker right now. These are just 10 damage. Oh yeah, I need to explain this. So if I bring Claude over here and attack, this is kind of just a basic screen that says, hey, you're going to do 13 damage to this enemy. You have a 100% chance to hit, and you have a 5% chance to deal critical damage, which is 3 times as much damage essentially. You can change what weapon you want to attack with. So for example, I can use the lower quality training bow. It does a little bit less damage, but... Or I can use a combat art, which essentially is just a special move that varies on your weapon proficiency. So doing this can leave the enemy with 13 health. Down to at least 12. It's not quite what I want to do, I feel like. What I do want to try and do is just swap you around, actually. I'm going to bring you... How do I want to play this, actually? I'm just going to let Marianne fall back here. Let Raphael tank here, because Raphael is a big boy. I'm going to wall off here. He'll just demolish this guy. Raw strength there.
You lost to me? Don't expect much more than that.
I can... I want to take you in the sword or... So that'll grab that guy over there, so I want to... I can show off the gambit. So this is going to be what I was talking about when it came to the Battalion special move earlier. You can kind of do a target, and Disturbance is one that basically says, hey, whoever's hit by this isn't going to move on the next turn. You can see the arrows above it, it's the person I'm targeting, and that other soldier behind them. But what I actually want to do, I think, is I want to... That'll... that guy too. We'll figure this out. It'll be okay. I'm going to do a little bit of damage to this guy. I'm playing this a little bit fast and loose, because I just want to show off some things. You have multiple battalions next to each other.
Got you covered.
And they'll support each other.
Everything is ready.
It has a 50-50 chance to hit right now, so we'll see how this goes. It actually hit. which means now that neither of those guys are going to be able to move. So they are forced to stay where they are. Which means that this guy will be forced to hit Lawrence instead of Ignatz this turn. Because with a bow, you can't counterattack if someone comes up and punches you in the face. Now, if I attack you, will this be a one-hit kill? Yeah. But if I use an axe, then it won't. Let's do it.
Predictable.
Now that I've softened him up, then Claude can come in and finish the job.
That's the golden deer for you.
Excuse me.
I'm not done yet.
Cool, he mastered his class.
I've reached the pinnacle.
So one thing I haven't really explained is that every character can kind of be a certain class. So everyone has their starting classes, you know, it's just like the Noble or Commodore. And whenever you fully, like, rank, you know, you fully level up a class, you get a skill to go alongside it. So for this class, the base class, you get an extra 5 HP, which doesn't fucking suck. Hey, how's it going, Andres? Thank you for making it. I've just been kind of explaining some various things as I'm going along. Let's support that. Let him poke. Hello.
Naturally.
I was really hoping that would be enough to level him up. Damage, that's exactly enough damage to second time too. Alright, now comes decision making. Who gets the experience? I want Ignatz to get the kill here. Never mind, Ignatz can't get the kill. Get the kill. So that leaves him with 9. That does 9. Okay, never mind. Ignatz can't get the kill. 8. I'm with a stick. Sweet, they both get a level up in this case, so this works out nicely.
I'm still not satisfied. I did it! I did!
Did it. He did. Let's go ahead and take open the stick.
Another
Give you a
one
level
down.
up. Oh, just barely not. But I do want Lysithea to hit some of these. You only have 5 attacks on that. When that person dies, you have no idea what's coming. I didn't realize that Lysithea only has 5 hits on miasma. Yeesh. That's gonna be a little bit rough. Make it work. Great Canada War. Alas, do not believe this is the Great Canada War.
Sorry.
Might find some Canadians. I don't think we'll find them here. I don't want us to get all the experience. Just get everyone into position, bait them in. Speed this up a little bit. We're against the French. Shout out to the time that I put a giant white banner in front of his face and said, "Hey, look, it's the French flag," and he didn't get it. Oh, I never explained what Raphael's weapon type here is. So he has some gauntlets on. What gauntlets that you do is they let you beat the fuck out of people. which is pretty fucking sweet, not gonna lie. It's 12, reason 12, it's 14, cool. Crit, okay, good. So when you initiate combat with gauntlets on, you hit twice. You hit twice without them being able to hit you back. So you literally just run up to them and punch them in the face.
Should've trained better.
I'm gonna chill here. Try not to steal any kills here.
Watching them.
Punch the French in the face. That's what I'm gathering from this conversation, right? That guy over. Let's control here. You definitely don't want you to be pulling any aggro because you are squish.
Did the trick.
Hope my Scythia level up her white magic. Is that just Hilda? Ball up. Commander's in play now. Gotcha. Should, yeah, I say 72% chance. First crit. Just fucking bam.
Plenty more where that came from.
Fucking haymaker.
Huh. Ugh.
Get Leona. We got that got a level up at least.
Can I get a do-over?
Oh, I have had bad luck on level ups this cycle. Just checking messages there. Alright, so now you gotta be careful about this guy, because this guy will hit a bit harder because they're the commander, but they also give a lot more experience. So I kind of need to think about who I want to get the killing blow on them. It's like, Scythia can do 14. I really do want to power level my Scythia a bit, because she can do a lot of good big damage, big dick damage.
How do you like that?
I definitely want to help her level up as best as I can. But still hasn't hit level up yet. I really want him to. I want you to, yeah, leave him with 1 HP. Haven't played a Fire Emblem game since October 2020. Was it this one? I feel like we've had this conversation before, but I forget which game it was that you had played. Let's move over here kind of to wide block a little bit. October 2020 wasn't too long ago. That was just before the pandemic started, which, I mean, those years don't even count.
I'm getting better.
Or actually, we were still in the middle of the pandemic at that point, weren't we? It started in March of 2020, didn't it? I don't. Time doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't exist. So you are going to go after Raphael. Interesting. Game Boy Advance one. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, time doesn't exist. It's a conspiracy made up by Big Clock. Hilda hit is level 3, Raphael's level 2, yeah. Bomb stick. Now we can come in and get the killing blow here.
Get out of here!
God, Raphael, 2 crits already. Oh, fuck. I forgot about that animation. The gauntlet crits are just so
Still got room
Great.
to grow.
Hey, look at you.
So now, are you still... Oh, you're going after Byleth now. Why? It's not going to end well, because I don't want Byleth to the experience for that. My Scythia is too squishy for that. Scythia has only 3 defense, whereas these guys have like 14 attack. So that would be like 11 per hit. She's only got 22 health. So one thing I haven't really talked about is here on the left side of the screen, there's a box labeled AS, that is attack speed. So essentially that's a measure of how fast are you. It's a combination of your weapon weight and your speed stat. And what it boils down to is if you are, I forget the exact amount, but like 2 or 3, so it's either 3 or 5, I don't remember, attack speed faster, then you attack twice. You'll be able to do a second attack rather, so like you'll attack, then they'll attack back, and then you'll get a second one. Because we're faster, I know for a fact that neither of these people will be able to attack my Scythia twice. So she'll be down to 5 HP. I think that this is what I'm going to want to do. Because I don't want Byleth to get the experience. I want my Scythia to get the killing blow, actually. Let's soften you up. This is a calculated decision. I'm praying that I don't get hit by a crit.
I have to try harder.
I haven't unlocked that yet. Can I? No, you can't. Fuck it. Nosferatu. Nosferatu. Oh shit. Missed and got killed.
I just worked harder.
That was a full level up, so I'm really glad that I saved that for my Scythia.
I have to try harder.
Ranked up on your magic, so that's cool.
I'm getting it.
We learned a new magic skill. That's good. If you're gonna try it too. Yours look way better than Game Boy Advance. Yeah, maybe a little bit. You probably were playing probably like Sacred Stone or something like that. Maybe Binding Blade, Blazing Blade, one of those. Oh, that was the last enemy. I didn't even notice. So that was the end of that map. And we didn't have any more points to battle with, so we're going to be finishing up that weekend then. As soon as it loads. Now we get another chance to be a professor for once. Let's see, who has motivation to spare? Let's help Marianne out here. Marianne seems like she needs some more advice on... I would like for her to learn some reason as well as faith. Let's get faith to see, and then I'll work on
Maybe I...
reason instead.
That was nice.
It was like Elden Ring upgrading. Wouldn't know.
That was nice.
I'm debating getting it, but I've got a lot of other games right now that I'm also working on. You are close on axe there. You are close in faith. I really want to boost you up through faith, like, quickly.
It was quite a challenge.
There we go.
Easier than
That'll help.
Don't stop. Keep it coming. It was quite a challenge.
Got that level up. As for yes, attacking white magic. That is what she needs. So after that, I don't really know what else. I guess I can kind of try to explain this. So you see how she's got these 3 stars here? This is what they call like a hidden talent. So Lysithea, lest she not know, actually could be pretty good with swords if she put her mind to it. She could unlock a special skill that only she would know. But she doesn't like using a sword. You can tell by that red arrow there. Which means it's going to be a little bit harder to teach her. We're going to try.
It was quite a challenge.
Unfortunately, we didn't get it. If you're lucky, you get a star there. Once you get 3 stars, then you unlock the skill. Didn't get it that time, unfortunately. Let's get you good on axes and lances.
I think I got the hang of it. I think I got the
Just
hang
came to
of it.
abuse you too. Abuse it back.
Yeah! Who's the best? I'm the best.
This game has some really crazy difficulty levels if you
I'm
want
glad
to.
I put in some effort. For once.
I may not play on those super high difficulty levels because I'm here to enjoy the story and enjoy the general gameplay. Permadeath in this one too. You have the option. You don't necessarily have to. You have the option. I chose not to go with permadeath on this one because, like I said, I just kind of want to enjoy the story of Golden Deer route. So there's multiple routes that you can take through the game. Each has its unique story. I want to do that, but I also don't want to. I want to be able to power through it at that point. I didn't do that on my first run, but I will on subsequent runs. There's a holiday. We're gonna celebrate it. Gonna go through the hymns.
Music speaks to the heart. It's more powerful than any weapon.
Singing's okay, but I should really have a cute dance to go along with it.
When you play high permadeath for only some missions, those just happen to be the hardest ones. Funny how that works out. Yeah, starting with Emblem, I think it's 13, Awakening, was when they introduced casual mode, where essentially you had the choice of, yeah, your enemies could fall in battle, but they will come back in the next mission. Or you could play in classic mode, which is permadeath. If your enemies die, or if your allies die, they're gone. They're gone for the rest of the game. Personally, I feel like you'd lose out on the story too much if that were to happen. And honestly, it wouldn't really... Wow, lots of level ups this time around.
Experience is everything.
It doesn't even change very much for me because if I lose a unit,
Guess I'm
just going to be restarting the game anyway. You know? So why worry through all that struggle?
I think I've got the hang of it.
Lots of skill ups this time.
Sense.
Ooh, we got physic. Nice.
Huh, I'm actually pretty good at this. I'm getting the hang of it.
Alrighty then. How do I want to play this? Oh, it's going to force me to. Okay. Oh, Andres, I'm not sure if you... I showed you in Discord, but also wanted to show you that got these boys. Smaller missions, and if someone went down, they'd be hurt or out of the next mission. For the big block mission, then there'd be permadeath. Okay, that makes sense. I haven't played a lot of the older games. I think the oldest one that I've played has been Path of Radiance. which was on the GameCube. That was the one that Ike was from. I guess I can... that's probably going to be explained to me, but I can explain it. So, a seminar is basically where essentially one of the faculty will teach your students, or you. And they are all good at different things, and you can see that different students are interested in different things. So you kind of want to look at, like, okay, who would be good at learning what here? I'm kind of thinking of having Hanneman do a seminar on bows and magic, because Claude works with bows, Lawrence I want to work with magic, Lawrence for bows. Yeah, everyone here is good, so I think that's going to be what I do. So Hanneman will do the teaching on this day. Of the emotes, yeah. They only took a day. And they only cost me $25. Pretty damn sweet, I think.
I think I've got the hang of it.
And I also have gotten these set up. I can learn how to spell. So there's all of that stuff. Actually going to be trying to work on my social media presence for once, and hopefully I can keep those going relatively consistently. After I finish the stream, I'm going to be working on my YouTube a lot, because I've got a lot of VODs that are uploaded but private, and I really want to get those taken care of. Mercedes' birthday. Oh, let's get her some flowers. Alright. It's the day before the big mission.
Hey, Teach. Glad you can make it. We've been waiting on you.
It seems the knights have our foes cornered. They are in Xanadu, the Red Canyon.
It's bandit time? That sounds like real night work. Let's get to it.
I'm itching to put my skills to the test as well. We have to win so Captain Gerald can see how much I've learned.
I thought Gerald wasn't coming with us. Either way, I'll give it everything I've got.
I don't like Leone. She's too one-note.
Even if I go, it's not like I'd be of any use. That's enough of that. If we don't work together and give it our all, we are doomed to fail. You can be pretty intense sometimes, Lysithia. But I agree. Let's do our best.
If we fight half as well as we chatter, we'll be fine. Come on, Teach. Lead the way.
So we're gonna go get those bandits. One thing I do want to do is I want to make sure that File has some training gauntlets. Ignots has a training. I don't want to give you training. I can give you a sword. But I'm trying to push you into swords a little bit anyway. You need a training axe. Let's get you a bow. You probably need a bow. Actually, I do want to sell. We got that from defeating the commander last time. Those are only selling items. I haven't unlocked blacksmith yet. That's unfortunate. Anyone do any certifications? Nope, no one's level 5 yet. Never mind. Alright, never mind. Into the mission we go. Doing too much talking. More stabby. Less talky, more stabby. No thinky think, only stabby stab. So this is really going to be our first real mission.
So, we are taking children into battle, are we? I am not certain I will be able to sleep soundly after beholding something like that. I shall allow you to turn back the hands of time. But no, this power is not infinite.
Oh yeah. So, this is essentially describing is, actually, let me get this set up before I do anything else. So we got some people over here. Can we flank left? No. So it's up here. Commander there. And commander there too. Okay. Just planning ahead here. I'm gonna want Scythia to swap. No, Scythia, Marion to swap with Leone here. And it's basically, I kind of want you to bring up the rear a little bit. They're kind of squishy. Honestly, I should have you there. Yeah, let's do that. Divine Pulse is basically the redo button. So if you, fuck up if someone dies,
doesn't look red to me.
You can kind of
anyway, let's get things started.
You get a few get out of jail free
been
cards.
Driven back. That's what we last heard, so no surprise there.
The Knights chased us all the way here?
Chief, let's get out of here. There's no way we can win against them.
Shut your dumb mouth! Where would we go at this point? You can't be a thief if you fear death!
Oh, but you could be dead. Like that idea because you suck at these games?
There's a back road to the west. How about we split up and attack from there and from the front? We may be able to corner the enemy by approaching from both sides. In any case, we need to cross the bridge first. I'll leave the details to you, Teach.
XCOM was brutal. Yeah.
Ready and willing.
XCOM is yeesh. Very yeesh. So let's you're close to
Let's get to it.
Toss it down right there. Bait out that attack.
Stay focused.
There's some people around to support. You are level 3, almost 4.
Who,
Let's try
me?
and get something out of you.
I stand ready.
Leave it to me.
Just a bunch of movement for a little bit here.
Who, me?
Ready anytime.
Yeah.
Wow, I put in more work than I realized.
Dodge. You finish off? Yeah. Okay. I want to call something into attention real quick. I praised the music earlier. What Fire Emblem does really well, and they've done it for a few games now, is their dynamic music. So you may have noticed it there in that last combat phase and throughout the game. You hear how the music right now is a lot quieter, it's very calm. As soon as you initiate a battle,
How do you like that?
it's a lot more percussive, and it's just very heavy, and it's like, oh, we are in the middle of a battle right now. And it does this for every single song.
Trained for.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, I guess this is the first time that these kids are actually killing someone. So it's gonna be interesting to hear how they all react.
You lost to me?
Bad level up, jeez.
Maybe I was too lazy. I was planning to just sit back and watch, but hey, I got one.
Not a good first reaction to killing.
Oh, nice. I wonder how much more I can learn.
Yeah, but I can kind of do a small demonstration. I don't actually want to go through it because, as Sothis said, the power is limited. You can turn back the hands of time and straight back to at any point. Literally all the way back to the beginning of the fight if you wanted to. You can see Divine Pulse right now has 6 charges. One thing it is to note is that RNG will not change. If it says that you have a 20% chance to crit, which is very high, and you don't crit, turning back the Hands of Time and trying again will still not give you the crit. RNG is set in stone for that turn. Can I crash? Ate a big plate of nachos? Hell yeah, man. Relax with those nachos in your belly. Appreciate you stopping by, my dude. Let's get you up here. Dude, kick butt. Hell yeah. Many butts shall be hit tonight. Who do I want to level up some? Let's get Ignatz. Or not Ignatz, Lawrence here. Why would you attack him? He has very high defense. Yeah, why? His attack is lower. Let's get you here. And Leonie up there, I guess? I can plop Leonie up here. She'll get a little bit of damage, but it'll be okay. And honestly, I think that we leave that as is for now. See, this thief is actually fast enough. I can double Leonie. Thieves are very quick for the most part. They don't hit as hard because they sacrifice their attack in terms for speed, but he just... Oh, does he have a 2-range bow? Or a 3-range bow? Yeah, range 2 to 3. He has an 8. Plus 1 to abilities over here, that's why. That's kind of shit you gotta be careful of. Go ahead and get that done. Just poke them all.
Another one down.
Let's try and secure a kill here, I think. I want to be able to hear everyone's dialogue.
A trivial victory. It is a noble's duty to guard the welfare of the people. Nothing
Punch him in the face. What do I want to do? If I stand here... You gotta go now? Alright, clicked. Thank you very much for stopping by. Appreciate it. I'll soften them up so I can get this done. Appreciate stopping by. Nuxithia, hell yeah. How's it going, David? Appreciate you stopping by. See it's the first time here.
Won that. This is my first real fight. I guess I'm pretty strong.
I'm glad that there's been a fair, like, amount of people kind of stopping in and out. It's nice to see that as one person filters out, another person is filtering in. I'm kind of worried that crowds are just kind of peter throughout the night, so this is going well. Get your white magic for a bit.
Thanks for that.
Boy, I do love going across bridges. So 2 there, commander over there. Let's try and soften up the commander for Lawrence to get a kill on, I think. Be a lot of good experience. Let's actually view up here. Order of operations.
Did the trick.
Let's try to get as much experience as we possibly can. So is the commander gonna try? Wait, are they gonna try and steal from the chest? I think they totally are. Alright, well that kind of forces our hand a little bit here. How do I want to approach this? Do this. Now taking damage either way. And who do I want to clean up? Noted. That's kind of what I was afraid of, actually. I'll have multiple people zooming in onto Lysithea, and that's not good. What I can do is actually, so they can't double me if I use the sword. Let's just go ahead and I was half hoping for a crit there, just so that I didn't have to worry about it, but
such power dwells within?
indeed. Sorry. So yeah. Cool. Yeah. Kind of painful. Looks like you get to kill here, because I'm just trying to make sure that they don't get to the treasure chest, essentially.
It's not luck, it's fate.
Squad needs to level up anyway, me as well. I'll let him do a certification in the next weekend.
We were taken by surprise last time, but I guess this is what we can expect when battling thieves.
Okay. So, yeah, he'll still prioritize going after Lysithea. That's unfortunate. Let's instead him down here and use you to bait this guy out. Sure, Ignatz is supporting. Sure, it works. I'll save that until we need it more. Yeah, 8 damage. I was really hoping you would be able to do a bit more once. Hell, I've only got you with the training lance right now, but
I'm beginning to understand.
We stole this treasure. It's all ours. There's no way we're gonna give it up to some knights.
Knights. Even if this does hit, which that's always hilarious, how they just fucking dash through and nothing happens. I didn't think they were gonna come by yet. All right. So doing 10 damage there. It's got a pretty good crit crit chance, though. I don't think I want to do that quite yet. I got the class leveled up and the proper level up.
I'm aiming high.
Master not leveled up, but you know.
That's all there is to know.
And like yeah.
I actually won!
You sure did, bud. Sure did.
I'm sorry. I didn't have a choice.
Nasa's the only one so far to have expressed any kind of remorse for it. It's annoying that you just enough health to live through that. That's guaranteed 100, that's 98. Yeah, 98 is basically 100. I want to do... I can do 17 damage, it doesn't matter whether I do well over 14 damage. Be durability efficient here.
I just worked harder.
Proc 2. That's difficult to say. That'll be good because now let's see if you will be able to promote.
A precious opportunity to test my own strength. I won't make waste of your deaths.
A little bit more somber compared to some of the others. Let's go up here.
Well done.
Heal Lawrence on the next turn. Yeah, let's just grab that. Been a long time since I've played Three Houses and actually had to give it strategy. I'm used to being in the end game, nuking everything kind of deal. The fact that I'm actually having to put some thought into what I'm doing is nice. I'm gonna want Ignace to get up there. If I do, that'll block you off. Don't have to worry about you anymore. If I just equip that, that'll support better. Got 3 coming that way. There's not many up there. But those guys will come back this way, I'm pretty sure. Let's you this way, you this way. Now here comes the fun part where I try to decide who is to do what. Ideally, I would like to... Yeah, let's do that. Come in now that you've been softened up.
Magnificent.
You are a bit behind on the levels, Lawrence.
I'm still not satisfied.
You are going to attack Mary Ann. Do that, then you... I think I might actually want that. So if I do this...
That helps.
Protect that. She'll get attacked by just the archer, not the axe. The axe will attack Lawrence instead. Split the damage. Also will Violet next door to give her the experience buff.
It all comes down to this.
Percent chance. Let's see what happens. Actually, hit. Oh well. I thought she was going to be moving anyway. She's going to be attacking. Heavy 10 damage. Well, we keep Nosferatu on her. Anyone's damn like full here with that's 6. Maybe 5. That wouldn't work. 5, 11. That would work. And you can kill. Yeah. Let's do it.
It was a good try. Experience is
always good to get more authority, because that's how you unlock the more powerful gambits and whatnot. Master Noble.
Mastery at last.
A little bit more health back here. Just a little bit.
I guess it worked out. Is this power really mine? Please forgive me, Goddess, and save their souls.
Who hasn't gotten a kill yet? It's just... It's everyone, actually. Hit him hard.
Guess I have no choice.
Hit him real hard. Jesus.
I'm all sweaty.
Yeah, that's your concern.
You're amazing.
Heal the healer.
Yeah, why me?
Push on ahead. Interesting. They were gonna split up a little bit there. Move up first. I'm kind of zooming through this real quick just because it's just movement, nothing's happening. Let's try and park Lawrence into this path. One front, actually no, I want to do both fronts at the same time actually. Otherwise I'm going to trigger the AI. And I am taking this way too seriously. This is meant to be a casual playthrough. Ah, fuck. Shot too far. I can swing up through here. Soften him up. It'll level up, which is pretty sweet. Didn't expect that.
Progress
Would level
suits
up
me
too.
well.
And I can Because that's something that I really want to. I'm trying to make him a Dark Knight. I should have put Violet there first, but that's okay. Yeah, just leave that there for now. Heal up Leonie next time we meet up.
I'll celebrate later.
I'm just standing there, looking them dead in the eye, getting blasted by a fireball, not reacting. Good level up,
Nobles must
finally.
be strong.
There's 11 o'clock.
I'll manage.
No, I know. You back to there. Get some Nosferatu damage on him, just a level there. Also to soften him up. Do the same there.
A trivial victory.
And I could initiate now. I would activate him, and I want to do that at a point where I have all of my units available to me.
So nice of you.
Kind of just went into autopilot there. So the reason I was delaying that is because I want to actually talk to this person first, because the dialogue is different depending on who attacks them.
It can't be. The mercenary from before? So what now? You're pals with the knights? I'll kill you and your pesky brats!
I just barely can't.
Let's get to it.
Are we gonna get that kill? No. Claude get that kill. No. There has to be some combination of the two. Scythia can get that kill. Yeah. Scythia can definitely get that kill.
Sending these brats instead of the knights means they've underestimated me. Big mistake.
Oh, I did kind of want to do that with Claude, but that's okay.
I should have never listened to that idiot. What a mistake.
I have to try harder.
Those thieves ran out of luck when they entered this canyon. They never had a chance. Your leadership was amazing, Teach. Let's leave the rest of this work to the knights.
Wahoo. Really? Okay, if you say so.
I wonder why it is that you recall this place. You must be weak of heart. Each time I speak, it scares you so. Although the battle's at an end, do not feel too at ease. Well, anyhow, I am quite fascinated by this place. As far as I can tell, this is your first time here. Here? I dare say it would be impossible to have forgotten such a place as this. I must admit I am unsure. Beyond the name and the strange feeling of familiarity, I can't seem to remember anything about this place. And yet, a great depth of emotions tied to that sense of familiarity. Like joy and sorrow, pain and love, and all things in between. If I was somehow here before, I wonder what took place.
Teach, what are you doing here? We should get back to the academy.
It is time to depart. But know that time reveals all things. One day I will remember that which I have lost. Oh, by the way, it seems you've earned my gratitude. The thieves who came here are no more. I am not sure myself, yet I am grateful all the same. In any case, you must become accustomed to my voice. If you fall down with shock each time I speak, that just won't do. Oh, you think you're standing strong? Of course you are. It was a jest.
Oh, I am so
Hey,
ready
Teach.
to be back into the
On
story
the way back,
of
you
this game.
seemed transfixed by the canyon. Did something
Excuse me.
happen there?
I mean, I can tell him, why not?
It seemed familiar to you? Huh. Can't say the same. Maybe it's a memory from when you were a child, or from a past life. Anyway, if you can't remember, I guess there isn't really much more to be said. Although, I'll admit, there is something about that canyon that has me captivated as well. How did Xanadu come to be called the Red Canyon? Nothing there was actually red.
It was a really bad battle, probably. Lots of blood.
So you have safely disposed of those bandits. I pray that their souls find salvation. But why did they target the students to begin with? We must further investigate the true cause of all that took place. Until we know more, I ask that you support the students and relieve them of any unnecessary worry. Good. I have high expectations for you. By the way, how was your time in Xanadu? Legend has it, in ancient times, a goddess alighted upon this world in that very canyon. For a goddess from the heavens, Xanadu could only have been a temporary haven. Long ago, the divine Sarros received a revelation from the goddess, a gift to help guide the lost. The goddess is always watching over Fodlan from her kingdom above. However, in ancient times, the goddess graced this world with her presence and offered salvation to the people here. She is the mother of all life, the arbiter of every soul. I see. During your time here, I pray that you come to devote yourself to the teachings of Sarros.
Lady Rhea, I am sorry to interrupt. There is something I must ask about in regard to those bandits.
As you wish. We shall continue our discussion when next we meet.
A goddess? I have no memory of her.
Lots of cutscenes there
I
at the
have
end
no
of this
memory
one.
at all. Oh, how bothersome. It is as though I know, and yet I don't.
Very astute.
Perhaps Xanadu was my home back when the goddess walked the land.
Yeah, maybe.
If so, what does that make me now? A ghost? No, that cannot be. I am most certainly alive. Of course, we also have the mystery of why I'm here with you. Is it somehow connected? Perhaps some past regret is stopping me from moving on, and now I'm forced to stay with you instead. No, that's not it. I can't believe in such a meaningless existence.
Sleepy. There we go. We're finally to the point where I can move again. Nope, forgot. Art cutscene.
Part 1. White Clouds. Garland Moon. Mutiny in the Mist. When the warm winds blow from the sea to the south of Adrestia, residents of Fodlan know that the rainy season is upon them. Before the heavy rains take their toll, young women hurry to pick the last of the white roses. The ivory buds are woven into garlands and given as gifts to close friends or potential lovers.
A lot of effort to go through in making one of these pieces of art for every single month in the game. That's a lot of time spent that they didn't need to do. It's really cool that they did. New places to explore. Damn. That's right, I need to get this month mission now.
Professor, I have a new mission for your students.
We have received reports that Lord Lonato has rallied troops against the Holy Church of Sarros.
Lonato? You've heard that name before.
Lord
Ash's
Lonato
adoptive
is a
father.
minor lord of the kingdom. He's been showing hostility toward the church for some time now.
A vanguard unit from the Knights of Sarros is already on its way to his stronghold, Castle Gaspar. Lord Lonato's army is nothing compared to the Knights. It is quite possible the rebellion has already been suppressed.
Even so, I would like for your class to travel with the Knights' rear guard to deal with the aftermath.
War zones are unpredictable. We do not expect you will have cause to battle, but be prepared for the worst.
Excuse me. You sent for me, Lady Rhea?
This is Catherine. She will be leading the Knights whom you will be accompanying.
Nice to meet you. We've heard a lot about you. If you need anything, just ask.
She is one of our bravest Knights, and that is no small feat. Only an exceptional few have what it takes to join the Knights of Sarros. This mission should prove useful in demonstrating to the students how foolish it would be to ever turn their blades on the church.
Hint. Right. Looks like we have enough support built up in there yet. Let's see what this is going on
Dear
about.
goddess, I ask for guidance. Professor, I suppose you came by to pray too? I see. That's why I'm here too. Oh, nothing specific. I only call upon the goddess to give thanks, or perhaps to ask for protection. Anyhow, I should be on my way. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't really know what to say. I'm not very good at talking to people. The truth is, I didn't interact with people too often before I came here.
Why would that be?
No particular reason. I'm simply not very good at it. That's just how I am.
Don't worry too much, Marianne. I'm sure we'll figure out what's going on eventually.
I'm sorry. You shouldn't waste your time worrying about me. Please, just ignore me. I, have to be going now. Goodbye, Professor.
Mysterious girl. His birthday. Birthday at that. Sylvain. Sylvain gets some flowers too. Everyone gets flowers. Ooh, lots of stuff going on today. Yeah, I know. Let's get some certifications. Let's save there. No supports. We'll save this to end off the stream with later. Claude has become a fighter. 100% chance? Let's do it.
I did pretty well.
Yes, I would like him to change into that. Get a monk, huh? Let's do it. Anything to get Lysithia to level up faster.
Perfect comprehension.
Nobody else? Nope, nobody else is level 5. That's fine. Let's go exploring. Yeah, so we can temporarily recruit some... Oh, hello, Sothis.
You have spent quite some time in here engaging in such idle chatter. Do you not know that we have not a moment left to waste? You must try harder from now on. You must try harder from now on.
Okay. Shifty merchant.
Things we can't obtain here are likely obtainable by way of the underground. Are you unfamiliar with Garrigmach's underground? The place is an absolute paradise for those who can't stay above ground.
So, for those who aren't aware, this was kind of a precursor to the Ashen Wolves DLC. We do not have the Ashen Wolves DLC, unfortunately. Will I come back and get it at some point? Absolutely. But I don't have it right now. So. Actually, what is my professor's level right now? E+? And I'll wait until I get to D before I start spending my what you call it? Renown.
Impressive. Catherine, Her skill is impressive, I'll admit. So is her sword. But I think she's hiding something. Nobody knows anything about her past. You should spar with her. She's strong. Stronger than you are, I'd bet.
Yeah.
Here to train? You really are as hardworking as they say. Spoken like a true hard worker.
Never know which dialogue is right for her. Often finds ourselves in fights. Large physique. Didn't even notice they were there. So those were storehouse. These are lost items. For anyone who doesn't know, students occasionally and faculty alike will sometimes lose items around the monastery, and if you come back and give them to them, get some extra support with them.
Lord Lonato must know that his efforts are futile, yet he can't help but fight. If I were in that situation, I would do whatever it took to ensure victory. You can count on that. Lord, if I were...
Something about this situation doesn't feel right. Why would a minor lord raise an army against a foe he cannot possibly hope to defeat?
We'll never know.
I'm studying here so I can be the best there is, just like Captain Gerald. Do you think I've got it in me to be a top-tier mercenary, Professor? I'm going to work a lot harder than all the fancy nobles around here, I can tell you that.
Goodness.
Never
I
mind,
heard
Von
about your
Ayer.
class's assignment, by the way. Good luck subduing those treasonous nobles.
Keep an eye out for any dropped items. You never know where you're gonna find them. I mean, you find them in places that students were in the previous month, for the most part. But that's only a rough guesstimate.
Ah.
Free professor level. Don't mind if I do. Lord, how's it going, buddy?
First that bandit business, and now a noble rebellion? Are we ever gonna do anything but find and subdue people? Well, if we're just going to tie up loose ends, at least it'll be pretty safe. I don't mind stretching my legs for this one. And if Catherine's going too, there's a good chance we'll get a look at her relic in action.
Shit. Like a good relic. Is it just that guy? No, it's just that guy. Ritza seems to be over here. That's Mercedes.
I've heard whispers about Lord Lonato. They say he's a very kind and gentle lord. Why would such a kind man suddenly raise an army? Oh, Professor, you were working late last night, weren't you? You shouldn't overdo it. A ghost might rise up from the well to get you if you stay up too late. Or so I'm told.
Or so we're told.
I have a favor to ask of you.
Cathedral's counselor, learn the various yes, I know what that is.
To be honest, I felt a bit lost here at the monastery. At a loss for what to do. Thankfully, a sweet young girl reached out and offered her help. I believe she's Sedith's little sister.
Professor, have you seen Felix around? I swear, as soon as you take your eyes off him, poof, he's gone. Ah, of course he's there. Sorry for bothering you, Professor. Thanks.
I hear that Lord Lonato served the King of Fargus's older brother when he was younger. Or something like that. He already had status and prestige, so why raise a rebellion? I guess it's none of my business.
Professor, I feel I must speak to you about Caspar's eating habits. I've never seen the like of it. He inhales entire plates of food in mere seconds. Hence my mentioning it to you. Good luck with him.
Ah, today's meal was delicious. Linhardt keeps bothering me about eating too fast. Says I'm gonna choke or something. Absolutely! I knew you'd see things my way.
If you have a moment, I would like a word. It has been brought to my attention that certain individuals have been making advances toward Flame. Have you witnessed any such behavior? If you see anything similar in the future, please inform the perpetrators of their peril.
I'm sorry, but I must vent to someone, Professor. You're familiar with Manuela's slovenly behavior, yes? That woman. She borrowed a book last week and returned it with stains of unknown origin on the cover and several pages either folded or torn. Just now, she dropped a sandwich on the floor, picked it up, and kept eating. When she saw my shock, she said simply, 3-second rule. Ugh.
Alright, sorry about that. Had to mute my mic there for a little bit. Try to keep things moving for at least a little bit at a time. Ah, it's so close. You know, I might be able to get this with some gardening. Or that. That works too. I get my professor level up. Hello, Raphael.
Hey, Professor. Do you happen to have any food on you? I'm starving. No matter how much I eat before I train, I'm always so hungry after. My muscles must be going through a growth spurt.
Boy, because you need more of that.
Inspiration. This flower is one that is eating insects. Is that factual too? I am wondering who watches over the plants in Fodlan.
I don't see any plants that would do that here.
If the flowers within the greenhouse are removed, they will soon wilt and wither. Is that not so, Professor? I feel I can empathize with them. The flowers that thrive, despite their environment, are truly inspiring, are they not?
Yeah. Let's get some gardening done. That's good stuff there. Cool. I can plant 2 flowers now. Let's get some veggies going. Alright. What's that over there? That's Yuritsa.
What? I desired fresh air. I have a favor to ask.
That's the Battalions Guild. Oh, yeah. I didn't realize that this was the mission that was needed to unlock it. Hello, Gatekeeper.
What? Greetings, Professor.
You're
Nothing
stymie
to
any
report.
votes?
Have you talked with Catherine yet? If the knights are the cream of the crop, she's the cream of the cream. Oh, and that relic of hers. I hear it's nothing short of amazing.
Hello, Hilda. What you doing over here?
Professor, your clothes are a bit dirty. I'd have expected you to be more careful, seeing as how you're a professor and all.
Eat shit.
I hate when my clothes get dirty. That's one of the many reasons I find it best to train as little as possible.
You don't really show that on the battlefield, I'll say.
What do you require?
Let's go and replenish everyone. Can I get any magic-based? Holy Months, Sacred Month, Move and Enhancing Magic. That's fine. That one could actually be pretty good. Magic Core. Ah, you need Authority rank D. I need to have you with some.
Do you want to hire this?
Battalion.
You can rely on us.
Yeah, some sort of battalion on you so that you can level up your authority in the first place. So,
At the Battalion Guild, you can meet battalions that aren't
Yeah,
affiliated
I
with the
know,
Church
don't
of
worry.
Sarros. We're allowed to hire those folks too, so be sure to visit the guild later to check it out. Naturally, battalions will lose endurance as they fight. You can replenish battalion endurance by visiting the Battalion Guild in the market.
Guild? I'm sorry? Did he just say Guild?
Professor!
On yawn.
Since we're heading to Castle Gaspar, that means we'll be passing through Magdred Way. The road is well known for its beautiful surroundings. Depending on the time of year, it can be incredibly foggy, though. When it's like that, you can't enjoy the lovely scenery. Lucky for us, it shouldn't be too foggy while we're there. Not that we'll have time for sightseeing, anyway.
Yeah, good thing it won't be too foggy. Definitely won't be foggy, guys, right? It would suck if it was foggy. Check out the new area. Some stables where you'll find Marianne talking to Dorte. Hello, Dorte.
Oh, hello, Professor.
Excuse me.
Was there something you needed? Oh, you like horses? I like them too. They're such kind creatures.
Yeah, I like horses. I have horses, actually. At least, my family has horses, so I have since moved away, but... don't trust the Western Church. Well, ain't that just rude. And a couple of ponies. Getting up in the years now. One of them's only a week younger than I am. Good to know, thank you.
Let's see. After Fargus lost its king, there were many rebellions. It is likely that Lord Lonato's provocations are related. How frustrating that I am too young to take the throne. Rendered powerless by age. If the throne is vacant much longer, the kingdom will fall to ruin.
That is a big plot point that you should play the Blue Lions route to find out about.
Right. It is a noble's duty to protect the common folk, not to endanger them by rallying armies in such a feckless and improper manner. Abuse of that kind is no better than slavery. A proper noble must guard the people from such a fate, wouldn't you say? Precisely why true nobility is well
Lawrence,
respected.
A moment, please.
What do you mean I don't have business? There's an arrow over there. I want to see what the arrow says. Anyway.
Catherine has invited me to train with her. How much do you think I should train before I'm ready to train with someone that strong?
Just don't get hit, forehead.
Professor,
Hello, Dorothea.
are you going to fight alongside the Knights of Sarros? Let me know if you meet anyone I might be interested in, okay?
Hey, Dan. Is that everything in the main? Hello, Ingrid.
We are truly blessed with how fertile the monastery grounds are. Every day, there's something new to harvest.
To know.
Hey, you!
Welcome back to that. Oh yeah, Ash.
What's going to happen to Lonato? If he's killed, I don't know how I'll live with that.
Poor Ash. I have always felt really bad for this guy, for this poor kid. Has no idea why it happens.
Right.
Maybe. Lord, he was such a... Lord Lonato. He used to stay at the monastery rather frequently. He was such a pious man, a true believer. Such a terrible shame.
I wonder what changed him.
Who knows? Who knows? Who's up here?
Professor.
Who's up here in the corner? What you doing?
I have a thought. Past here is the Holy Mausoleum, where the saints of the Church of Sarros slumber. Sorry, but only a select few members of the church are allowed entry. It's open to the public on only one day of the year, for the goddess's rite of rebirth.
Ooh. I see that there's someone here. I'll go to the confession box in just a second, but...
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? Wah!
Ah, Professor. It would seem that a minor lord in Fargus is raising an army. This poses a threat, obviously, but not one for the kingdom, for the church. I mean, Fargus doesn't even have a king at present. There's something unsettling about this army. You had better ensure we're fully prepared.
I'm sure we'll be able to handle it just fine. Oh, I missed someone down. I missed Bernadetta. That's what. Oh well.
Yeah.
Hold on. Again. Again. Ah, darn. Oh well. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to the man, the counselor over here. Get a note from the advice box. Why, I think I will. So this is just a monthly thing where essentially someone drops in a question to the box and tries to get advice on it. Now, there are many ways that you can do this. One easy way to do it is, whoops. My hand slipped. Everyone treats me but like a child. Oh. If someone is being treated like a child, who's concerned about that? You can see the silhouette. You know, that's probably Lysithia. She shouldn't be pressured to act older than she is. She acts like an adult as much as she possibly could, so... Gives you a lot of time to think about it, because the timer pauses whenever you change the screen around. Whoops.
Thank you so much for your help.
Let's zoop down to the dormitory because I forgot to say hi to Bernadetta.
Is someone there? What do you want?
Glad I spent the time.
Right.
There's someone there. Don't lie to me. There's a white dot up there. It's a cat. Way the hell up here. Hello, monk.
Next month is when a very important ceremony will be taking place at the monastery.
Ceremony, you say?
Pilgrims from all corners of Fodlan have already started to gather in anticipation. I pray that you are able to nip this trouble in the bud as soon as possible.
You sure got it there, bud. I'll make sure to nip it in the bud. Tomas?
Professor, I heard that you may battle alongside Catherine. Even among the knights, she is something special. A holy knight who is able to wield a hero's relic. Still, she can be a mite difficult.
Very fiery personality. I just can't get over the run, honestly. We got some more quests over here. I guess I should have been here first.
Really?
Really? Yes, really.
Castle Gaspar, eh? I've been there once before, many years ago. It was by request of the son of that family, Christoph, I think it was.
Christoph,
I have a request.
This is the tutorial for the Lost and Found quest. That's why I couldn't turn in the items earlier. Should have definitely come here first. Manuela has
Did you hear?
just as well.
There's news of someone in the kingdom raising an army.
Yes, I've only heard it a few dozen times. Please tell me more.
They do love a good war.
Never run through those halls without remembering that one video about suddenly being in the last month before the time skip. Yeah,
Would you be so kind as to do me a favor?
that is definitely, yes, I actually do want to do this. That's a video that's burned into my memory.
The glory of progress. I simply must thank you, Professor.
Let's see. Need to find some near. Flask. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'll give it to him in just a second. Go talk to Sedith and Rhea.
Pointing a sword at the Holy Church of Sarros.
It shouldn't be too hard to find, I think.
At the goddess herself, meting out appropriate punishment to the sinful. It is a sacred duty with which we have been entrusted. As a member of the church yourself, I hope that
Sounds
you
a bit
will take
militaristic,
that
but
to
okay. I would rather use my time on a meal. Grace. White hair clip.
This place has so many breathtaking works of art. I feel like I'm living in a museum. Each piece can teach us about styles and techniques from 1,000 years ago. Oh yes, very much. I'm from a family of merchants, so I've been able to see a lot of art.
One last monk here.
Last. Those Abyssian idiots. All they ever do is cause trouble. We'd best purge the entire
this is another
underbelly of
DLC.
Garreg-Mach.
Hinty hint. NPC. Not concerned with the. Really. Sketch of a sigil that would belong to Hanneman.
Thanks for your help.
Oh yeah, go. Now, I've unlocked the ability to give gifts and lost items. Sweet. Which means, fuck, I need to go back through and look. So we see Raphael. Don't remember this one. Like that's a white hair clip, makes me feel like it might be Lysithia. Tattered overcoat. I found this near where Caspar was in the training grounds. It was right next to the wooden button. They were both there, so probably his. School of Sorcery book. I'm pretty sure that is Annette's, and Sketch of a sigil that would be Hanneman's. Okay. Let's go find him. Let's test if this was actually Lysithia first and foremost. Overcoat is Caspar. Yeah, I kind of figured that one. The only one that I don't know of for sure is this hair clip. I fucking love that soundbite. Hwah!
Listen, Professor, there's some. What did?
Okay. Oh well. I'll figure that out in a minute. Wanna do it again? Do it again? Do it again?
Yeah.
I'm a simple man. Seems like we have some supports over here. Ignots. Absolutely, let's see my boy. In the meantime, I'm going to look up who has the hair clip.
Okay, I've decided on the composition. That's right, the composition for my next paint. Wait, Professor? How long have you been standing there? You haven't been watching me, have you? No, I misspoke. Did I say painting? I meant to say, Well, I've thought for a while that it might be nice to paint the scenery here. The contours of that tree, set against the stark shapes of the faraway peaks. Of course,
Just double
I only
check if
paint
it was the
after I
handmade
finish my
hair clip or
chores.
the elegant hair clip.
I'd never put my art before my responsibilities.
One belongs to Hilda,
My
the other
studies
belongs
are
to
paramount.
Rhea.
I shall always uphold my duties as a student of the Officers' Academy. Whereas art is a hobby of mine, you might say. Everyone has hobbies, right? I'm sure you have one.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
like I'm
perhaps it's
engaged in
different
my
for you,
hobby
Professor.
right now, but that doesn't exist
it's
here in
perfectly normal
Fordland,
for
so...
people to have hobbies. Reading, for instance, or fishing, or taking midday naps. For me, it's making art. Hobbies are healthy. They're a good way of relieving stress. You might consider taking up a hobby, Professor. Anything to clear your mind. Think about it. It's much easier to focus if you're feeling refreshed. There isn't a rule against hobbies, is there? If you tell me to stop, I'll stop. I shall never again put brush to canvas. Really? It's okay for me to paint? Well, I mean, if you're sure. But really, it's nothing more than a little diversion, a frivolous pastime. I think I ought to go back to my quarters now, if it's all the same to you.
I need to drink more water. I've been drinking soda today.
No.
Bitch, what'd you say to me? Would you walk away from me? The impudence! The audacity!
Well...
I need to check if it was Rhea's or not. Actually, elegant hair clip. So this should be Rhea's, but I don't know if I'm allowed to actually give it to her because the guide said it was for
Yes,
Yes, I
that
can.
is surely mine. I appreciate you bringing this to me.
the unmitigated gold! Anyway. So petrifying. Who else? Let's look for Caspar. And a hand of into here too.
I'm sorry. That just now.
Shh. Everything's okay. Look. Look, it's a sigil. See, he likes sigils. Shh. It's like jangling keys in front of an infant. Look, it's a sigil.
Ah, today's meal was delicious. Yeah, that's definitely mine. You really saved me with this. I owe you one, Professor.
Raphael was something dormitory. Oh, he was actually down near the closer to the greenhouse, not the dormitory.
Inspirational.
Oh, hey! I can't believe I dropped this. Thanks for bringing it to me.
Ooh, and now just Annette. I think Annette was in the reception hall? Yeah.
Okay.
That's Dorothea. What's this? Mother Boshi. Seems like something Claude would own. Maybe it's Ignaz's. Ignaz uses the bow.
To be honest, I felt a bit lost, thankfully. Oh, that! I thought it was gone for good. How did you know it was mine?
You know, it could be Leonie too. She uses the bow. This.
Ah. Last. First that banded. Well, and if.
Look,
you found it,
sheath.
Chief. I've been looking everywhere. Whew, thanks a million.
Alright. All the lost items done for the month. I think I've got 1 point left, so I'm gonna put some motivation up for everyone everyone feels more motivated with good, Sweet Tooth Week. Hell yeah. I would like to go with Marriott Hilda just as Kala, but this will go well.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
Water break.
Yummy! Who made this? I'll have to give my compliments to the chef.
I think what I'm gonna do last here, holding off on doing this. So in terms of, this is a new game plus, which means I can carry over some things to the save file. I don't like to carry too much over, but what I am going to do is I am going to bump up my professor level a bit to C? I guess C? Yeah. That'll just give me some extra, like, activity points to spend and whatnot, give you some adjutants. This is basically where, like, it's a pair-up system. Basically, you can say that you can only put 5 students on the field, but you have, like, 8. You can put 3 of them with, to pair up, with some of the others. You can bring all 8 to the field and have them share experience. What I'm also going to do is, for some of my lesser used skills, I'm going to bump them up, especially the movement type ones, because movement type, these are such a pain in the ass. I'm not going to do that quite yet, I don't think. I like to at least go to, like, because it costs 500 no matter what, so I may as well get it to E+ before I do that, so never mind. The rest of this is a little bit spoilery, so I'm not going to touch any of it. And oh.
Professor!
Oh, okay. Hi, Hilda. I guess we're doing this.
Hey, Professor! What are you doing daydreaming in a place like this? It's lucky. As spacey as you are, you're always reliable in a pinch. Not as much as you. It's hard to tell what's going on in that skull of yours. Your expression is always blank. Come on, smile! I was just playing around. Don't get mad. By the way, in the next battle, may I focus on logistical support? Off the battlefield, there's no use having a weakling like me in the middle of the action, and it would bring down morale if I were killed.
You're no weakling. You've gotten like 4 crits so far.
These noodly little arms! I should be cheering everyone on from the sidelines. It'll certainly improve the boys' morale, don't you think? Because even if I did, I would still be a weakling. My big brother is the type of person who's supposed to be on the battlefield. For me, it's just a waste of energy. It's pointless. Everyone's cut out for something different. The right person for the right task, you know? Please, Professor. Keep me off the battlefield, and maybe I won't tell everyone you were daydreaming.
Let's see. Any other support conversations? No? Now that I've got these, you know what? Sure. Let's just do a little movie theater to end the night off.
Ignatz, let us take a short break. I will pour tea. Please choose a teapot for us to use.
You want me to pick one?
I don't see any other Ignatz around here, do you? Go on now, we're wasting time. The pots are over here. I will leave the selection to your judgment.
Let's see. How about this?
That's rather plain. Why did you choose that one?
The tea you chose has a very subtle taste, as well as a smooth, light texture. Such an unassuming tea calls for an unassuming pot, and one that complements the tea's color. In addition, the pot I selected has a floral design. Although we can't go for a walk today, we can still bask a little in nature's beauty.
Very interesting. You know, you have an absolutely marvelous aesthetic eye. Precisely what I would expect from the son of a merchant house that has enjoyed the Gloucester's patronage for so many years. After we graduate, when you begin your trade in earnest, I will introduce you to my father.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. But I'm afraid I'm already on the path to becoming a knight.
Ah, right, you are a second son. Still, your eye for beauty is a talent that should not go to waste. Very well. If you are to be a knight, then I shall happily take you into my service.
Ah, well...
What? Does that displease you?
Not at all. I just need a little time to think it over.
His eye for the arts is unwavering, but in all other matters he is woefully indecisive.
This has always been something that's, I don't want to say bugged me, but just been a little weird. It's just the fact that Lawrence is such an unlikable character in so much dialogue. His support conversations are top-notch and make me love him as a character. Like, if you just talk to him in the monastery, he's a dick. He has such earnest conversations in his supports later on. Excuse me.
Hey, Ignatz. Sorry to keep you waiting. Ready to start cleaning?
No, that's all right. Actually, I'm just finishing up.
Oh, it's true. Look how tidy everything is! You've done such a marvelous job. I'm glad I didn't get in your way.
Thank you very much. So anyway, you can go now. You were talking to your friend, right? I just have some things to put away. It's okay, I can manage without you.
Oh, Ignatz, I thought I saw someone earlier. That was you, wasn't it? You know, I'd have been willing to help. You could have just said, hey, let's go and clean.
It's alright, you were having a conversation. I didn't want to sneak up like I was eavesdropping, and really, I didn't need help.
Oh, Ignatz, you darling. You're so considerate. Thank you so very much.
Glad to be of service. I'll start putting all this away.
Not so fast.
Well, what's the matter?
Aren't you overdoing it? Don't you think you might be taking on too much,
Oh, I didn't expect to hear that from you.
Let me give you some advice. It's true that I like to delegate as many tasks as I possibly can, but when someone helps me, I make sure to lavish them with praise as a reward for their hard work. So, then we come out even. On the other hand, look what almost happened just now. You did all that work for me, and I almost missed it. Now, where would that leave you? With no praise, no thanks. You'd be losing out.
Personally, I'd prefer to lose out, rather than inconvenience someone else. For instance, I'd have felt terrible for intruding on your important conversation earlier. Consider the negligible loss to me versus the major inconvenience to you. Personal loss is always going to be the better choice. Right?
Huh. Well, if that's how you feel, then I'm not sure how to convince you otherwise.
Wow, I fucking hate Hilda's C rank conversations. Just so many of them are just very cringe-inducing. Speaking of which, here's another one.
Aw, are you sure? Thank you so much. You're always so kind to me. I'll have to repay you sometime. Lysithia? What are you doing there? Don't tell me you were listening just now and judging me getting other people to do my work for me. I've got better things to do. Although, I do wonder why everyone is always so eager to help you. I only ask for help if they offer. I don't ever pressure people. So I've noticed. That's what strikes me as odd. I suppose they're just so taken with me, they want to help me out. I see. That would explain it. Oh dear, I was expecting you to argue, not to agree with me right away. There's no reason to deny what's clearly true. Everything about your outward appearance is immaculate and well thought out. Even your fingernails are always well kept and painted. No doubt your toenails are the same. I can't tell if you're complimenting me or accusing me of something.
Little column A,
And you
little
smell
column B.
delightful, like candy. Or wait, am I catching a hint of floral? I'm so glad you noticed. It's oil extracted from a flower that only blooms at night. Floral oils, huh? I didn't think they had much use outside of homeopathy and house cleaning. I have some right here, actually. Here, I can give you a splash. There we go. I put it on your wrists, so you'll want to rub them together. Body heat is what activates the scent. Your wrists and your neck are relatively warm, so they're good spots to apply the fragrance. For a very subtle fragrance, you can also try putting it under your clothing. So, what do you think? It's lovely. Now I smell just like you, Hilda. Somehow, this makes me feel a little more mature. Thank you. So that's it. She just wants to feel more grown up. She's hard to read, that one. That smile, though. Who knew she could be so cute?
That one's not too bad. I'll give it. That one's not too bad. I need to go move some stuff into the dryer, so I'm going to let this support conversation play out. Don't worry, I've seen this one before, so I'm not missing out on anything.
Oh, Marianne, there you are! Lysithia? What's all this commotion? What's happening? There's been an accident at the training grounds. A spell gone amok. Come on, we need all the help we can get over there. Oh no, but I don't know how We could really use your help before things get out of hand. Come on, hurry! I don't think I would be much help. Oh, for the goddess's sake! You won't know unless you try, will you? Don't decide you're of no use without even giving it a shot. Fine then. Forget it. I'll go on my own. You can just stand here and stare at the wall. I'm sorry. I can't do anything right. Oh. Perhaps I took it too far. Hey! Marianne? Do you have a minute? Listen, I'm sorry about all the stuff I said earlier. The situation was urgent, and I'll admit I wasn't thinking clearly. I shouldn't have been so callous. I hurt your feelings, didn't I?
No, it's fine. I'm the one to blame.
Huh? But hey, are you sure you're all...
I'm the one who should apologize. All I did was get in your way. You would have made it to the training grounds much sooner if I hadn't slowed you down.
Huh? Wait a second.
It's all my fault. It's always my fault. The accident was probably my fault too.
You're being so... negative. I don't know what to say.
Oh, Marianne. Right, that is all of the support conversations. So, I am going to call it a here. Do some reconstruction. Now we have 5 points to spend when it comes to our... That's because I upgraded the... Yeah. Professor level. There we go. God, just couldn't find it. Get you to C rank, actually.
Easier than I thought.
I was going to boost you
Don't
through the
stop.
sword.
Keep
but
it Gotta keep working hard.
that'll get boosted up afterwards, because you are doing it. It's been the last two here. Hey, you got a star. Cool. Let's work. Do we want to work on here?
I've really grown. I'll keep trying my best. I've really grown.
3 more. 3 more. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that for reasons later on. So in the meantime, I'll work on her,
Maybe I've grown. I can't believe it.
Black magic.
Oh, I'll try to get the next one too. That was nice.
Sweet.
I think it's coming along.
2 more. Probably boost you up to C if I do this. Not from the teaching itself.
That was pretty
from
good, huh?
the actual week's lessons should do it. Rinse. I want to. Cavalry or reason. Be a little bit before I need to level you up into. Yeah, let's focus on reason.
This was hardly a challenge for me.
That'll actually level up into C+, so like I actually should do this.
This was hardly.
Alright, Lawrence.
That was adequate. This was hardly a.
4 out of 5 perfects. Oh yeah.
My efforts have borne fruit.
Goals, that's good. Group task, that's fine. Do it.
Well, may I?
What you got, Marianne? Help me. I always get the feeling I'm being watched. I get so nervous that I can't sleep at night. I mean, probably should be careful. It doesn't hurt.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, of course. Just be careful anyway.
Professor.
You know what I do? It's just on faith. I'm going to say yes for now, but I'll change you back afterwards. Just because that unlocks, like, a preset for faith only. Lawrence's birthday. Give him some flowers.
Let's do this.
I will deliver results.
I thought we did a good job.
Wahoo!
My efforts have borne fruit.
Guess I'm still growing.
Aha! I'm getting it.
Ooh, Luna.
I'm getting the hang of it.
Alright. And with that, I'm going to call it a night because it is past midnight. So, I appreciate everyone who was sticking around here. I am glad that I actually had a fair number of people. Last week's stream was a little lackluster. I kind of timed it out poorly that it was at the same time as another person's stream. So I'm glad that I had a good showing tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to do this one more time just because, you know, I want to grab anyone that I can. I have a new Discord. Also kind of revamping my social media on Twitter and YouTube. I'm going to go and take the dog out and move some laundry to the dryer, but after that I'm going to be working on my YouTube channel, getting all the previous VODs set to public again, so that if you ever missed one, you can always come back and watch it later. This one should be, if I can get all the ones ready tonight, this one should be up by probably Thursday, because I think Twitch doesn't like it to be out within 24 hours. So yeah. That all said, I'm going to swap us over to the ending screen. Play a little bit of music here. Yeah. Alright, everyone. Take it easy. Much love. Thank you guys so much for being around here. Have a good night.